Greetings! So, is this bittersweet for you? I've been asking everyone that, or is this just...
It's a solid question. It is. No, it's an absolute relief. No. It is bittersweet. I mean, as it should be. I mean, let's be honest. If shooting a show for 3 or 4 years was a living hell, it'd still be bittersweet because you've spent in that time and those hours, and you've established those relationships. In this case, I love these guys. It's great, and fallen in love with Toronto, in the country, and fall in love with the story. The only reason why I decided to even do television that year for the first season of Nikita was because of the show, because of Maggie, hearing that she had been cast, and the fact that they were actually interested in me playing Michael, who was supposed to be an older character. And something happened in my audition that thankfully convinced them to make him a little bit younger, because on the breakdowns it was 35 to 40, something like that. So the guy I tested against was a lot bigger and a lot older than me. So that was what was exciting to do, and so that's bittersweet. Being able to see how Michael's developed and how the show's developed and all the characters have developed, and we're very blessed to get 6 and be able to finish it, but it is still pretty sad. And we can talk about it all we want right now, but it's not really going to hit until it's like episode 5 or episode 6, and that's truly when Niagara Falls.
I remember when Craig was here introducing the show, the very first Comic-Con.
Yeah.
He swore that he was going to make Shane West a badass. So do you think...
I missed that first Comic-Con.
So do you think that I think it's mission accomplished, but what do you think about... Would you see just the progression of Michael?
Yeah. He kind of was, especially in the first season. Second season was harder because he had so many things that were accomplished in the first season. I mean, that could have been it for Michael, period, and just everything that happened in the first season. Finding out who killed his family, to leaving Percy and Division and confessing his love to Maggie. That was pretty much a character arc that could have been 10 years making in the making. But second season was harder. He wasn't as much of a badass because he was kind of the woman in the relationship as they were on the run, taking over things. And even though that was the most exciting year, I think, to film, it was my least exciting just for Michael. And then that kind of course, turned in season 3, and now it's after Nikita did what she did to Michael and to the rest of Team Nikita, he's pretty much back in season 1 right now. He's not listening to her. He's dark. It's going to be interesting to see how we fix that if we do in 6 episodes.
And he's got a working hand now.
He's got a working hand now. I would have been fine with the robotic hand for the rest of the run. I was a little bummed about getting the hand back, actually. I really loved how many references we can try and squeeze in there. How many fun Comic-Con type, movie references we could also fit in there. And I also liked being able to wear... I was the one who was like, he's going to wear a black glove, and he's going to wear suits, and he's going to be frickin' Return of the Jedi. He's going to walk around looking like Skywalker. I wanted those things. He's like, do you want another glove? Absolutely not. It's got to be one. As long as it's not Michael Jackson, it's going to be good. Those little things will certainly be missed.
Go ahead.
What would you like to see happen at the end?
I mean, in a perfect world, it's been, because it has been a good 3-year run. In a perfect world, I'd love, in a storybook ending, I'd like to see them get together, Michael and Nikita. I don't know what's going to happen to all the characters as a family. It's not literally blood related, so I don't know how they're all going to go off into their own worlds. But it would be nice, because it is a great example of hope, to see 2 characters like Nikita and Michael work through their differences and be able to stay together.
Are you hoping for a more emotional like Final 6 or more kick-ass or?
It's going to be kick-ass regardless. That's certainly something that he's managed to do for the last 3 years. So, and the first episode is straight up dominating action. So. I think it'll be a combination, and how it should be in the world of Nikita. You can't get too zappy all the time. it's spies and assassins and all that. It's got to be a little bit and move on a little bit to keep all the parties interested in viewing.
What will you miss the most about playing this?
I think the character, it's like it was a chance to do. It was a chance for me to be able to use my chops and drama and the things that I've always loved, and bring it to a character that was more of a, supposed to be a badass or whatever, and be able to fire all those weapons and do all these fight scenes and be a tough guy and play older than I expected, all at a very quick, at a younger age than I expected. So I will miss being able to play a character like that, especially if there's not another one that comes along that's. You never know. You can't predict the future.
Looking back at your 4 seasons, what action scene stands out for you the most? What did you do most?
Right off the bat, first thing that comes to mind would be the first action scene I think I had in season 1, the first fight scene with me and Maggie in the house, with the pool table and everything that was involved, because I didn't know what I was doing at all yet. I supposedly trained her. I'm supposed to be better than her, and that she's gotten to a point where she might be better than me, but I have to at least look like I can hold my own. And it was 100 degrees. I don't know what the humidity was like. We were sweating through our outfits. Absolutely disgusting mess. I was slammed into the pool sticks a million times, and we were supposed to break and fall. They didn't break and fall. So it was just getting slammed more and more until it finally happened. And that was a learning experience for me. And we learned that fight scene the day of, about 3 hours before.
Is that typical of
on our show? Yes. Usually it's the day before, which is still ridiculous, but it's usually not the day of. But that being in the early, the beginnings of Nikita, we were still trying to figure out what kind of hour days we were shooting, who our actual regular crew members were. We were losing camera operators to films and all that kind of stuff. So I'd have to say that one stands out the most to me. I've had some great ones with Owen. I've also had some other good ones with Maggie as well. But that one was the most intimidating because I was being thrown into this world that she knew so well that I was only a fan of.
How do you physically prepare for that? I mean, you've got 6 episodes to shoot in.
We are very far. I don't fight in the first one, so I'm good. It's a little sneak peek. But we were very fortunate with the casting that Maggie obviously has, a history in that world. Lindsay and I were both athletes growing up. So Aaron Stanford, who they've learned, even though he was playing
all lies,
absolutely, playing the computer geek, has a great history. And rock climbs all the time. Everyone has an athletic background. We got lucky that we were cast, so that we were able to pull whatever we needed on the day.
They're winding you up. So.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Or not.
Maybe not. You got more?
No, I just want to know what's it like wrapping up a series that's been going this long, wrapping it up, getting it all over with.
I've had it before. The first series that I did, I've had experience before, and it is bittersweet. It's sad, but it's exciting too. Exciting doesn't always mean great. It's very, it's gonna be very easy not to think about it in the beginning. The first few episodes, it's a lot of work to do. We're trying to get us, back into our apartments, and just get set and memorize our lines and things like that. Not even be thinking about it. But towards the end, it's going to be sad. And the rap party is going to be a hell of a rap party because that might be it. And we'll still stay in touch. Back in LA, because most of us live there. But with the crew and the friends that we've made out there in Toronto, it's going to be fun.
Anything on the horizon?
Right now, not even really thinking about it. We still have 2.5 months to go to shoot this, and by the time we're done, it's October, so I'm not going to even try for anything until January. That'll be the holiday break. And
are you done
see what
yet?
happens. I can't stop talking. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, come on, get it together.
Thank you.
All right, I don't even like her. Okay.
Cheers. Good luck with the
guys.
Take care.
Good luck.
Are they? Mean, right? Oh, God.
Totally mean.